A black body bag lay on the gurney. My hand crept toward the zipper. Our clients weren't usually hidden from view. If one was, it couldn't be pretty, but I was curious. I pulled the metal tab a few inches. An unpleasant scent wafted out, and dizziness washed over me. "Alfonso?" I called from the refrigerator. "Yes?" He yelled over the noise of the club music that was a constant whenever he was in Death Valley, our affectionate term for the basement of Greener Pastures Mortuary. "Am I supposed to do anything for—" I glanced at the tag on the bag. "Patricia Helm?" "No. The funeral is in an hour. It's a closed casket." I zipped the bag back up and headed out of the fridge. As I crossed the threshold, I tripped and stumbled into the embalming room. After I regained my balance, I glanced behind me. Weird. It almost felt as if someone shoved me, but there wasn't anyone there. Of course there wasn't. Alfonso, my supervisor, and I were the only living, breathing inhabitants in the basement at the moment. "You okay?" He was disconnecting tubes from a machine that looked like an oversized blender. The scent of formaldehyde was in the air. "Yeah, fine." I pulled my gaze away from the refrigerator. "What happened to the body bag lady?" I asked. "She fell asleep in a jacuzzi. The maid found her the next day." He grimaced like he'd bitten into something bitter. Ugh. I shuddered, my dislike of hot tubs reinforced. In my opinion, steeping in hot water should be reserved for tea bags. How does that happen? "It happens." Alfonso shuffled in his protective gear to the sink at the rear of the room. He dumped the hoses into it. "The champagne is perfectly chilled, the water a little too hot." There was alcohol in her blood? According to her file, Patricia Helm was a healthy, 47-year-old woman, but I assumed she'd had an autopsy due to the nature of her death.